Hello beauties, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fatina and I'm a makeup enthusiast. In today's video we are doing my update on my Pan That Palette series for 2020. If you hear background noise, hubby's cooking dinner in the kitchen and the humming in the background are bugs outside. Welcome to summer in Australia. If it's not stinking hot during the day, we get bugs humming of a night time. With all that being said, I'll update you on my palettes. So I currently have 4 palettes in this project. I currently have my Lorac Mega Pro 1. I have my Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, the Kevin Aucoin Facebook, and lastly my Too Faced Love Flush Blush Wardrobe. We might start off with the one that I don't have any progress to show you on. So this month I have completely finished up another item. There's another pan empty and I hit pan on 3 other items. But this one here is the one that I don't have any progress on. This is the Kevin Aucoin Facebook. Now I have been using the highlighter, so this shade here is the Celestial Powder in Candlelight. I've been using this daily as a highlighter and I am actually wearing it as a highlighter today. I do actually really enjoy this as a highlighter and I am starting to see some wear on the pan and you can see like it's starting to dip a little bit, but I don't think it's going to show on the photos. Maybe in the close-ups you might be able to see it a little bit better. There is some wear and disturbance on the pan and it is starting to, you know, dip from the pan a little bit on that one side there. But I'm not quite sure. I have no idea how deep these pans are, so I have absolutely no idea how long it's going to take me to get a considerable dip and eventually hit pan on them, because, you know, I'm going completely in blind with this palette because I've never used any of these shadows before, so I'm not quite sure, to be honest. So I'll keep you posted on this one. But before we move on to the next one, this palette last month was 176.22 grams and now it is 176.35. So this little guy has grown a little bit, which, as we've seen in previous updates, it can happen when you are starting to expose it to air and moisture a bit more. But I definitely am using this. I promise you I've been using that highlighter basically daily. We might move on to our Too Faced palette. Now this is my Too Faced Love Flush Blush Wardrobe, and as you can see in here, I have completely used up the color Love Hangover. So we now have 3 completely empty pans in this palette. Now, as I've been saying throughout the year, I was really hoping to have this palette completely done by the end of the year, but these took a lot longer than I thought they would. These have taken me about 4 months each to get through, which has been a commitment. It has been a long journey to get 3 pans on this palette. For now, I'm going to bid this palette adieu for the remainder of the year because I am getting sick of using this palette every single day. We might maybe roll it back in at some point next year, but for the time being, I just want to not use a Too Faced blush. I would like to use my Hourglass palette that I just purchased recently. I would also like to use my Suku palette that I got gifted recently, and all my other glorious blushes that I have in my collection. I would like to use them a bit as well. So for the time being, this one is rolling out. I am happy with the progress that I made on this one this year. Using up 3 entire blushes in a year, I think is a solid effort, but I would have much preferred more progress. Anyway, this palette last month was 124.69 grams and now it is 124.22 grams. Next I have my Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and I hit 2 pans on this palette this month, which takes me to having pan on half of the palette, which is my goal. I had that as a goal for this year. I know I did say last month that if I hit pan on half of the palette, that I would roll it out, but I think I'm gonna leave it in for the last month, so leave it in for December, because I might be, you know, over predicting, but I feel like I might hit pan on another shade in this palette over the next month, so we shall see. But this is my progress. So this month I hit pan on Burnt Orange here, and I also hit pan this last week on Cypress Umber. So it is a really tiny pan, but I definitely still managed to get there. And this one here, which is Warm Taupe, has a decent dip in it. Like, it is starting to have a noticeable dip in it. So that is the one that I'm feeling that I might potentially be able to hit pan on in December. Realga, I have some wear on the pan. I definitely don't think that I will be able to hit pan over December, but I think Warm Taupe is a real possibility, so I'm going to keep it in the project just for that shade basically. So last month this one was 183.85 grams, and now it is 183.88 grams. So as you guys can see, even though I've hit pan on 2 shades, it has still grown in weight. So weighing palettes is not really a good indicator of progress, because quite often they can grow a little bit, which still grosses me out a little bit. And the last one that I need to update you on is my Lorac Mega Pro 1 palette, and I have also hit pan on a shade in this palette. I have hit pan on this shade up here, the cream color. I don't know whether it's going to even pick up on camera because it is washed out with the color, with the lights. There it is. You can yep, there you go. You can kind of see it. And I have, once I hit pan on that, I've been working on the color White and the color Fawn. So this one here and this one here, and I've been kind of mixing them together, and I'm getting considerable dipped on those ones as well. So I think that I potentially might be very close to hitting pan on the color White, and Fawn I don't think will be far behind. So I'm going to keep this one in the project as well, because I have a goal for the amount of things that I want to hit pan on in 2020, and I am extremely close to that goal. I think I'm about 5 or 6 off that goal. So I am trying to, over the next month, hit pan on a few more things in the hope that I might be able to actually hit that goal. And last month this one was 260.28 grams, and now it is 260.19 grams. Not much progress made weight-wise on this one, but like I said, I've almost got pan on another 2 shades. I hit pan on 1 this month, so I'm really happy with the progress that I made on both of these palettes this past month. I'm really actually enjoying panning eyeshadows at the moment, which I never thought I would say. I always was too scared to actually try and pan an eyeshadow, but this project this year has really helped me realize that I actually really enjoy it, and that I want to continue to do it because it's a good challenge. It also helps me use products in my collection that I normally wouldn't reach for, actually get some use out of my collection. So there we have it. That is my November update for my Pan That Palette series. There's only, like 3 weeks left of the year, so I'll see how much progress I can make on the rest of what's in the project. And my Too Faced Love Flush Blush wardrobe needs to go back in my collection. If you did enjoy this video and you are still here, make sure you like my video down below. You can also subscribe to my channel if you want to keep up to date on future content. My membership option is down there as well, and you can also to applaud this video if you like. Let me know down in the comments how you are going on penning your eyeshadows or your face palettes in 2020. And with that all being said, I hope that you are having an absolutely fantastic day. I hope that you are staying safe and healthy and looking after yourself, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, beautiful.